ready? It's the Roundtable with me, Robert Bannon.
Everybody dance now. Burn, 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 burn. Everybody dance. Come on, let's work. Yes, Martha Wash is here. She sure is. Hi, everybody. My name is Robert Bannon, and you are watching the Roundtable wherever you are on Facebook, on YouTube, on social media. Howdy, howdy to episode 134, Thursdays with you. Dance diva extraordinaire Martha Wash is here. From everybody to Tark It Up. Come on, we're gonna hit the moon. And to It's Raining Man. Oh, hallelujah. She's here and she's gonna tell us all about the hits and all about her new show coming to New York City. And I'm so excited that you are here. My friend Alyssa Germanario, who's Italian, but not really, her husband's Italian, said she missed the pre-show. And it was a mess because we were talking about who was people's first kiss, because there's an interview next week that I have with a woman who wrote a book called Love Notes. And that's one of the first questions. So go back and check it out and to watch it next week. So hi, everyone. I'm so happy that you're here. We have a lot to get to today. I have a lot to share and I want to tell you about. So why don't we get started with our hot take?
It's smoking.
So, you know, everything's going on in California is crazy. And we send our love and a lot of prayers for everybody that's out there in California. I was reading that with the winds picking up, the fires are picking up again. Another 12,000 structures are in damage. And they announced today the Oscar nominations after where they were delayed 2 times. So my question for you is, do you watch award shows? It's award show season, the Grammys, the Emmys. June is the Tonys, the Oscars, the Golden Globes just happened. Are you a fan of award shows? Do you watch them? Do you think they're ridiculous? What are your thoughts about them? My mom watches the, I didn't send them a message today. Oh no, I didn't send my Aunt Fran and my mom a message. She watches the fashion. I know that she watches the fashion, and a lot of people say that they care about what people wear. And most people are like, no, I don't care about what any of, about award shows at all. My Adrian cares a lot. Mike watches award shows too. My friend Mike, but I don't know. I don't really care as much as I used to. I did watch the Golden Globes. So I don't know. I want to know what you think. So here we go. We're going to have a good time. Do you watch award shows? Answer away and let me know. Alyssa says, that sounds like a lot more fun than Miss Rachel episode I was watching with my toddler. I don't know who Miss Rachel is. Is she Rachel Bilson? Because we also talked about Rachel Bilson. And Mike answered, and we'll talk to Mike in a moment. But we're not talking to Mike yet. Mike, we're going to answer all your questions. Judy is watching, and Judy fell. And we say hi to Judy, and we love Judy. And Judy, we're keeping you in your prayers. Feel good down there. Take care of yourself. Hi, Judy. Hi, Mom. How are you? How you doing? And Darius is here, and Darius says hello to Alyssa and no one else. And no, I'm kidding. And he's gonna say hi to my mom in 3, 2, 1, and probably Mike too. And Alyssa says hi, Darius, and hi, Robert. Hi, everybody. Oh, you like this question? We are getting the answers to the question about the award show. So, do you watch award shows? The Oscars were out and about. Look, Mike says hi, Grandma Rose. She's a grandma. We're gonna show her pictures to everyone. They hello, everyone. He's working on Motor City Pride, which is coming up in June, obviously. And Alyssa says, Miss Rachel is for the itty bitty kiddos. Well, you just had a newborn baby, so that makes sense. I see your Cat Daddy's answers, and I see everyone's answers about the award shows. We'll get to it. But first, before we get to it, let's check out. I love you all for being here. You really make my whole day. And I was a little in my feelings before. And then you come on and give me love and joy and peace and love and hope and laughter. Let's text Adrian. Why is she not here? What is she doing? She's not doing anything. Let's see. Let's talk about it. I said F you around. No, it's not F you. We're not saying F you. We're if you're around. Oh, I'm kidding. Darius said don't. See, the truth is Alyssa was the only one in the room at the moment. Yes, Alyssa was in the room only, and he responded directly to her. I'm not coming for you. I would never come for you. I swear. I thought it was funny. Wait, you see what surprise we have about Darius. He's not seen it. We're going to surprise him for the first time. Is my mom a nonna since she's Italian? She is not a nonna, actually. I think she is going to be a grandma because my brother, we're only half Italian, and my mom's kind of young and hot and popping, and I think a nonna is like an older lady. So, and we do need love more than ever. That is very true, Christine. And Darius says, Mike! Just like that. Hello, my friend. I miss you. I miss you too, Mike. I do too. I do too. The other day we were talking about house guests and, you know, people staying over. And Darius and me were like, Mike, we got to let Mike stay over. Mike can get the royal treatment. Yeah, you know. Alyssa says, I love that. My mother-in-law is a grandma too, not a nonna. See? She's probably hot and popping too. All right. So we miss you, Mike. Back at you. So we'll see you soon for reals. So let's do it. Let's do a week in review. So this week, besides the Lions losing, and then we lost our free furniture because Gardner White was going to give us free furniture if we if they won the Super Bowl, but they didn't win because the Washington Commander Generals National Red Wings, I think they're the Commanders, beat them. So that happened this week, but it was also Christmas in Detroit. So we had a lot of things going on. And Monday, when some people were watching some things happening in Washington, not the Nationals, we were celebrating Martin Luther King Day. And I really loved this quote by Martin Luther King. We need leaders not in love with money, but in love with justice, not in love with publicity, but in love with humanity. So we all took our minds. Oh, my sister's here. And she said we didn't have to bring that up. You know, we sure didn't, Renee. We sure didn't. Yes, lattes, the Commanders. Damn it. So, hi, Mom and everyone. Nona Rose. So, man, do you see my haircut from my sister? Yes, she's got the talent with the shave and the blade and the scissor. She's so good. So, we while we were celebrating Martin Luther King Day, Darius and myself hosted Christmas for the first time in our house for Darius's family because they don't do Christmas. Their family works for the Salvation Army, my sister and my mother-in-law and all the in-laws, and they work for the Salvation Army. So they work very hard through Christmas. So their family tradition is they celebrate it on Martin Luther King Day. So Darius went shopping. Here he is at the mall covering up how much money he spent. Yes, he did. He was hiding the total from the camera. No, he didn't. He's so thoughtful and so good at taking care of everybody and so generous and thoughtful to everybody. Thank you, Mom. I appreciate you. And we had so much fun. We had a great time. We decorated the house. That was what the house looked like after Christmas. Like all of this was put up after Christmas. I told him you're the only person in the United States decorating on June 6th because they don't do Christmas until Martin Luther King Day. And so he's a side Darius. LOL, I love you. Mama Rose. And so we had the decorations. The house looks so beautiful. He did so much work. We so appreciate him. And he got up and he had both KitchenAids going. This looks like that's the Robert and the Darius KitchenAids. I said to him, even our KitchenAids are interracial. We have interracial KitchenAids. So he made cakes and cakes and cakes and peach cobbler, and it was a diabetic dream. Like just looking at all this goodness, your feet needed to be amputated. It was so delicious and so good. This peach cobbler, everyone, you would slap your nonna for that peach cobbler right there. You sure would. It was so good. Darius's mom ate like 4 dishes before we even served dinner. It was there was none left. Nothing. Gone. Is this camera fuzzy? What's going on here? So it was so delicious and so wonderful. Everybody came over. There's the fam as we were out and about. We had a great time. The nephews were here, friends and cousins and sisters and moms and everybody. We had a blast. And, you know, I have the most amazing guy. And January, yes. It was gorgeous. It was so gorgeous. Yes, we had ebony and ivory KitchenAid. One was mine. I had the black one, and Darius has the white one. And we have that in husbands too, I guess. So I have the black one, and he has the white one. And so is our KitchenAids. Look, A's here. Hey, we were thinking about you because we asked you watch award shows as our hot take question. And I was like, Mike is here. Where is Adrian? So peach cobbler does it ship? Does the peach cobbler ship? You know, we might, if there's ever any left lattes, we may have to send you a little something. And Alyssa says her KitchenAid is red. I don't know. I got nothing to say about that, but that's nice. I like red. KitchenAid is a cute color for a KitchenAid. I love it. Hey, Mike says. And Aunt Fran, hi, Grandma watch. Thank you to everybody who watched last week. We had 10,000 people watch Il Divo, and then another 26,000 people watch it on Broadway World, and then another few thousand people watched it on Broadway Podcast Network. So we did like 30,000 views in a week of Il Divo. So thank you, Il Volo. So thank you. And Christine says, I love it. Everything was so tastefully decorated. He's the best. He's so good. A will talk about that in a minute. A says she was happy for Sebastian Stan and Demi Moore. So she definitely watches award shows, and we'll get your answers about all of that in a moment. So what else did I have to say? So we had a great time. It was really, really nice and really, really sweet and wonderful. And I really loved all of the moments. And then he's so special. And I know he hates when I talk very personal about him, but he got me a surprise gift after we had done Christmas. And then I woke up the next day, and this man like leaves me a card and flowers to tell me how much he appreciates me and how sweet I am and how much it was great to share holidays with each other and how much, who does that? You know, we try to do that for one another. I try to be as romantic and sweet as he is. And he is so sweet and so kind. And he just knows how to melt my heart, which is why in our late breaking news, he is the most. He's so sweet. We're nauseating. It's nauseating how much I love this man. So let's talk about our late breaking news while I have you here. Here we go. Hit it. So a couple of weeks ago, I was asked if we would, if our story could be a part of Bergen Magazine, all over Bergen County. Adrian's probably going to get it at her house. She lives in Bergen County. My mom's going to get it. She lives in Bergen County. So Bergen Magazine reached out, and they said that they were looking for 12 local couples to share how they found the one. Lucky in Love is the cover of the February edition of Bergen Magazine. And guess who one of the couples, hot off the press, I got an email at 5:45 today that one of the couples so happens to be Darius Wheeler and Robert Bannon. We don't live in Leonia. I don't know why that says that. But there is our article coming to a mailbox across Bergen County. We're the first couple listed in the magazine, apparently. And that's our picture. And here we are. Come on, Lucky in Love, Bergen Magazine. I'm going to have to frame it and hang it in the house. So I love it. Yay. Here we are. Looking like a pair of KitchenAids. Come on. Yes, we got to get a bunch of them from New Jersey. So thank you. I appreciate it. We're giving our best Lifetime movie couple. I love it. Thank you, Cat Daddies. Thank you, Christine. So I'm excited. We got to put it in the house. So I tell our story. I'll tell you. Do you want to hear it? Okay. I was born and raised in Ridgeville Park and had just released a new album called Unfinished Business. And on it was a song called I Think He Knew. The song became a pride anthem and it kind of went viral, and it was about parents accepting their sons. Well, all the way in Detroit, Michigan, Darius Wheeler was planning and booking acts for Motor City Pride, Michigan's largest pride event with over 60,000 attendees a year. After Darius saw the video, he reached out to my publicist, Angela Thomas, to inquire about me going to Detroit to perform. And as Angela wrote in an email to me, he seems like the real deal. You should go. Well, I went, and Darius set me up with a car service and accommodations and rolled out the red carpet. When I met him, there was an undeniable spark. Darius has an energy about him that is a magnet. At first, you see his tall, beautiful self, but then you talk to him and see his spirit, his heart, and the care for the ones he loves. I'm incredibly lucky. After performing my set of music, Darius asked me to grab a quick dinner at a local downtown Detroit staple, the Checker Bar. That dinner turned into 4 hours of walking around downtown Detroit, talking about life, dreams, and aspirations. It was a little over a year later, we officially became a couple. And on New Year's Eve 2023, Darius asked me to be his forever person in Christmas Village, blocks away from our first date walking downtown. Where do we ring in the new year? Why, the Checker Bar, of course. Our new New Jersey wedding is set for 5/25/25. So there you have it. Just what Darius loves. Public displays of affection in his personal life thrown out in the world to see. But it's so cute. Thank you all so much. Thank you for it. And when you get it in your mailbox, and Mom and everyone, make sure you save us a bunch of copies. I'm sure Angela's going to save us a bunch of copies. Shout out to Angela Thomas. I wouldn't be with him if it wasn't for her. And that's for sure. I love it too. I love it. All right. So shout out to my brother and sister-in-law and my niece, Cora Rose. Here's the updates. You asked about her. So here she is this week. The baby is growing. Look at her. She grabbed Christina's hand. Look at her. Come on, baby. I'm going to need to squeeze her. And apparently this is a fave. Is her little onesie. My mom went over last weekend and got to spend some time with her. And look at Nona Mama Grandma Rose and her grandbaby. Yes, grandbaby. How cute are you all? Oh my goodness. She is the cutie. Yes. See, lovely. He loves it. He hates it. You guys realize you can't forget your anniversary ever. No, we cannot forget the day that we got married, which is 5/25. We can't forget the day we got engaged for sure. Yes, look, isn't she cute? Look at her, as cute as can be. Perfect. She's a cutie. That's the niece. And she's so cute. Our baby is around here too. I loved this picture of Diamond the other day. See, she looks so cute and innocent. But last night when Darius went to bed and I wasn't ready to take her upstairs, she turned and looked at me and she gave me this look. It was like, what the F are you doing? Can we go to sleep? So she doesn't always look like that. Sometimes she gives you that vibe. So that's our baby. And Cora Rose is definitely the new loves of our life for sure. Yes, Cora Rose is going to love Miss Rachel very soon too. I got to hear about this Miss Rachel. I need to watch Miss Rachel with my niece. Mike says Cora will love Miss Rachel and Rachel Bilson. You have to watch the pre-show at 6:30 over on Instagram to get all of these. Divas 1, 2, and everyone's a diva in this house for sure. She is. This is Diva Central for sure. Christine says Diamond's a sweet, adorable baby. She's the cutest. I love that baby. She's crazy. I think she has my personality. We sleep a lot and we love to just be and eat. A says Cora Rose is going to be spoiled by her uncles. I can't. Well, I want to spoil her to pieces. I'm so excited to spoil. I need to spoil that girl. I already told my brother. I was like, can I take her to Lion King? And Sean was like, yeah, but only if she sits in the front row. I said, she could be Simba if she wants to be. I don't care. My niece can have whatever she wants. She's going to be spoiled. So thank you. It was a great week. And every week is special. And especially as we lead up to some great moments. And this year has been a wild whirlwind from last year to this year. Not like this year meeting 3 weeks, like the whole journey. So hang tight. The Roundtable's coming at you. It's time for our shameless plug.
Because I'm shameless.
Well, our shameless, I think I did the Detroit. I did a lot of stuff that I wasn't supposed to yet. Okay, well, our shameless plug is that the Roundtable is here every single week. It's on the Broadway Podcast Network. It's on Broadway World. And you can also follow me at Robert M. Bannon. If you're watching us right now on YouTube, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Our subscribers go down. I don't know why we haven't been picking up subscribers like we used to. But so please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe as much as you can and join us. We have a lot of shows coming up. You all are so cute. Yes, Marie, I miss you. Catch up on the replay. Marie comments when I wake up in the morning and and I check my phone and I see Marie commented on a video, it always smiles. I love you. You and Tom are so great. Thank you for everything you do. And A says, we're here for the spoiling. We need to spoil that baby. We're going to spoil that baby. David, hi, David. I am, how you doing? Good to see you, my friend. And A says, I know you will be. Hi, Darius. So we have a lot of great shows coming up. We're always on the Broadway Podcast Network every single day, and on YouTube, like once or twice a week, I upload a bunch of videos when I can remember. And then on Broadway World tomorrow we have a really great conversation with an actor who is in Cult of Love, which has got a lot of famous people in it, like Zachary Quinto and other people that I don't remember their name. I'm still trying to remember Rachel Bilson and who Jenna Lee Cook is, which is from the pre-show. So if you missed it, so all these people so we're going to have a great conversation tomorrow. You could check it out on Broadway World. And then the next month of Roundtable, we have really great shows for you. Next week on Broadway World, Nick Adams, who's in Drag the Musical as a drag queen, who's a friend to our show and my friend, and I love Nick and I love Nick's partner. They're good people. He's going to talk about Drag the Musical along with legend Adam Pascal. Adam Pascal will be here. Do you on the Roundtable Broadway World edition next Friday? Now, Mike and me have history with Adam because I auditioned for Rent, and it's a famous story, and Adam wants to tell it again. So I figured I might as well give you a little clip. Take a peek. Be Roger and not sing like Adam. Try to sing like you.
Well, I don't know if I ever told you this, but you just mentioned about having to keep the lyrics on stage. That I did the same thing. The reason why the song One Song Glory is blocked the way that it's blocked. So Roger starts out on the table and he's singing, he's on the table, and then gets up for Glory, Glory, One Song Glory, does the thing, is standing there, and then comes back and sits on the table for the rest of the song. So the reason why it was blocked that way is because I couldn't remember the lyrics either. And I had them written on an index card that was stuck to the table. So I had to be at the table so that I could, whenever I needed to, reference the lyrics, which were right here, right on the table. But I felt comfortable enough singing Glory, Glory, One Song Glory. I didn't need to read that off a card. So I would get up and move for that part, but then slowly mosey back to the table for the rest of the song. So that's why it's like that.
See, you don't know if it's the eyes of a young girl, the eyes of a young man. You don't know which one. That's why. If you want our full chat with Rent royalty, Adam Pascal of the movie and of the Broadway and of Aida and of Pretty Woman and of Disaster and now in Drag the Musical, join us next week on Broadway World. He won't be here because here on Thursday night, the one and only Debbie Gibson is here making her round table debut to talk about Lost in Your Eyes and Electric Youth and Only in My Dreams and her new show Coming to 54 Below. So Debbie Gibson is here next week. This weekend on the podcast, Mike says hysterical. If only I had a table at my audition. I went in and messed up all the words. And Mike tried to teach me them. And then I did play Roger eventually. And I got 68% of the words right. And, I did tell Adam that for Darius's birthday, we reenacted the entire Rent show. We did the entire Rent show in the kitchen. He was a very good Mimi. Very good. Marie says, will I be singing with Debbie? I'm definitely singing Debbie's music. Now, will she sing Lost in Your Eyes with me? I will cry, Marie. I will cry. Like boohoo cry. But I'm going to ask her. I'm asking. So who else is coming on the show? Debbie Gibson next week. Sherry Shepherd is back to talk about her tour coming to Detroit. That'll be in 2 weeks. And then we have a big old 70s and 80s TV, I love Sherry, TV superstar show. Patrick Duffy of Dallas, Superstar, and John Schneider of Dukes of Hazzard will both be here for a special show about their careers growing up and what they've done. John Schneider is off Broadway in A Perfect Crime right now. And then we have gospel legend Lisa Page Brooks, who is right here from Detroit, coming up at the end of February. So we have big, giant shows this whole month. And then this weekend also, we have The Hadestown tour cast, Nicholas Cologne, who plays Hades, and Megan Colton, who plays Eurydice, is going to be on the show this weekend. If you're in the North American tour, it's coming to Detroit next weekend. We'll be there on Tuesday, and they'll be here to talk all about that. So keep us posted because we have a lot of shows coming up. Christine says, woohoo for Adam and for Debbie Gibson on the Roundtable. Yes, we miss you too, Marie. Elate says we miss you, and I love you, and I appreciate you so much. Miss my Jersey fam, Marie and Tom, sending love your way. So we have a lot of shows coming up, so just stick around for all of that. Let's keep the show going because we got to get to Martha Wash eventually. And here's my Detroit moment.
You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. What up, though?
So Detroit was freezing. Like Detroit was beyond freezing cold. This, like, I've never been somewhere that has been as cold. We had a fire drill in the snow today, like a non-planned fire drill. Like we went out in the snow in a fire drill. And when I tell you that it was cold, like I've never seen it feels like -9 in my life. I've never seen a notion that it was a threat to life because of the cold, as low as 20 below zero. But we made it, and the house was nice and warm, and it was great, and we had a good time. I wanted to shout out to our friends. You know, we had friends on the show last week who did the Golden Girls show. We didn't get a ton of tickets. They only had 2 tickets left. They sold out, and we did sneak in and see it. And I wish I could have taken everybody. I wanted to take my sister. We talked about it. I wanted to take Deidre. I wanted to take everybody to come, and they had no tickets. But I want to shout out the cast of this show because this was a good one, and they were great. And shout out to them for popping on. And you could always go to Broadway in Detroit if you're in the Detroit area. We sure do love it. Mike says, wait for it. It's coming. Oh, I hear you. And Christine says the Roundtable family is so very special. So thank you all so much. I love you all so much for being here. Latte says, do layers even help in the cold? No, I feel like it's so cold that it doesn't feel cold until you're outside for 2 minutes and your nose is frozen and your eyes are frozen. Like it's cold, but it's almost so cold that you don't even notice how cold. I don't even know if that makes sense. Like when it was 12 degrees, I was like, how can it be 20 degrees colder? And it could. Jeesh kabibble. So that's my story. I want to say my favorite thing, and a hey friend, hey. Do I have a hey friend, hey? It was supposed to be my niece. And I do have a favorite. So I gave that away already. I get excited when I see her. But here's my favorite thing.
You get a car! You get a car! You get a car! You get a car!
My sister says you don't even wear hats, so of course you're cold. But I did have gloves on. Darius did give me gloves, and I wore them yesterday. Not when my sister saw me at the gas station. And she says, put on a hat and scarf, Mr. Bannon. Cousin Deidre gave me a hat and scarf. I have a hat, and I don't love hats and scarves. I don't love to be hot, so I'm always hot in the car. But it was -10 degrees. So my favorite thing is that Saturday Night Live is back, and I know that the next 4 years, Saturday Night Live, fire. We had a fireplace. We have the fireplace was on. Oh, yes, yes, yes. And I love the fireplace. I do love a fireplace. It kind of scares me, but I love the fireplace, and it was on this weekend. I love Saturday Night Live, and I love that. I don't watch it a lot, but the people who are on it every week, and especially through the next 4 years, it's very important. The last 4 years that this current administration was in office were the years that I did Saturday Night Live. So I just got this on my timeline, and I want to shout out to everybody who helped me. Brittany Banya put me on Saturday Night Live 8 years ago this week. And I played this guy. It was during the Muslim ban sketches 8 years ago this week, where they didn't let people of color in to the TSA line, but they let me in holding a very scary looking gun. And I shaved my head to be on SNL. And then Brittany said to me, if you shave your head for me, I will remember you. And I did 23 episodes of Saturday Night Live, many of them with Melissa McCarthy as Sean Spicer, many of them with Alec Baldwin as Donald Trump, and many of them like Electric Shoes or with Harry Styles or with Gal Gadot or with all these people. It was the best part-time job in the world. I was in acting school at the time, and I would go from acting school on 37th Street up to Rockefeller Center on 50th. and do different bits and pieces and parts for whatever they ask me to do. And I don't watch the show every week, like I said, because it's on late and I just let it go. But it was the best time and they treated us so well. I got my SAG card and everything from all of that. So it was definitely a special time. So shout out to everybody at SNL 8 years ago, 23 episodes later. My hot take, thank you, Lattes. The hot take answers are, the question was, do you watch award shows? And we talked about the Oscars nominations came out. These are the films that were nominated, like Wicked and I'm Still Here and The Brutalist and Conclave. I'm sure Mike and Adrian have seen. Mike's probably seen them all because he's a movie-nista. So what are our answers to our commentary of, do you watch award shows? So the first person that answered was Mike, who said, yes, he watches the Oscars. Darius says, I like the red carpet, but not the show. He usually watches the red carpet and then he goes upstairs and goes to bed. So Cat Daddy said, we used to watch the Grammys, but now we only care about the Tonys, except our favorites usually don't win. I love the Grammys too, and I love the Tonys too as well. Last year, they asked me to do the Tony red carpet, and it was Father's Day, so I didn't work it. But this year, we may have to just go up, suck it up, go to the Tonys. You know what I'm saying? Who else did we have answers for? Who else gave me an answer? Let's see. And I'm looking through so many. Adrian said she likes Sebastian Stan and Demi Moore, so you know she watches them for sure. And I don't know if anyone else gave me Lattes. Did you give an answer? Do you watch award shows? Latte says I live for it. Lives for the award shows. Yes. Well, we may have to do some award shows. We may have to have Mike and Adrian come on again this year and talk about their Oscar predictions because they're always very on it. And Darius says it's just so late. Yeah, they start at 8 o'clock and they go to like 2 o'clock in the morning. And so I hear you. I get it. We'll be up for the Oscars for sure. I will stay up. And Christine gave an answer. And what is Christine's answer? I'm looking. And we need love. And then Christine says, da, da, da. And then Christine doesn't say anything. And then she says, Darius decorates well. And then it's probably before that. And I don't see it, Christine. Where is it? Judy is watching. I saw that. And we're going to, hot take. I do most of the time, but enjoy the Tony Awards the most. I used to watch the pre-shows and the whole shows, but things are busier now. And award shows are so long. That's what Darius said. Same thing. So they're long, they're late, and there's a lot of them. I know there's the Critics' Choice and the People's Choice and the Pro Choice. Good night. I need to put the interview on. Martha Wash is here. Martha Wash is here, and we love it, and I love her, and I want her to be my best friend. And I'm going to sing for you some Martha Wash right now. Take a peek at Martha Wash. The weather girl herself. Is raining men. It's raining Martha Wash. I knew Mike would like that. Take a peek. COVID, I was doing a show called Quarantine Cabaret and Cocktails, and we did a disco night a long time ago. And Miss Wash was here, and we did a whole big extravaganza. And then when I saw that she was coming back to Joe's Pub, people, you don't understand the legend, this voice. All I think of when I think of the Bergen Rink in New Jersey, and all I think of is da 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 da. You know, I can't do it like her, but I can do ba da ba 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 ba. Hey, yes, everybody, let's go. Martha Wash is here. Am I hired? Did I do a good job? I'm in. I'm ready. I'll see you at Joe's Pub. I got back.
Fabulous.
Miss Wash, welcome.
Fabulous. Fabulous.
I'm so excited you're here because I know this album, and I know that you are going to this album, people. If you don't know this album, Love and Conflict, which is streaming, and you could stream it everywhere. And then she's back in New York City, February 14th at Joe's Pub. The show is called Love and Conflict. It's Valentine's Day with Miss Martha Wash.
Yes.
What do you have up your sleeve for us? What tricks do you have up there for the show?
I'm not telling. Just come out. And have fun. Bring your boo. Bring your friends, or come by yourself if you want. Doesn't matter.
Well,
just come out and have a just come out and have a good time, and I may have a little surprise.
Oh, I know you do. Well, firstly, that voice is no surprise, and what you do with it is no surprise. And I was on the website before, and there's not a lot of tickets left, people. So you better grab a ticket quick because it's gonna sell out.
Hey,
You know, that's how you do. That's how we do around here. I felt like I was at the gym before, and I was listening to your music, and I was listening from the beginning to the middle to the end, and the iterations and all the things. And I felt like we owe you a big thank you because I know you in San Francisco and you starting out singing. If the stories are all true that you read online, but you have been an advocate to the queer community at a time when nobody was an advocate to the queer community. And what you and Sylvester did and the band did, you helped a lot of people, and a lot of people were in really tough situations, and your music gave them so much joy. So thank you.
oh, absolutely, absolutely, yeah. The gay community has always been my number one fan base, and it stems all the way back to singing with Sylvester and being an ally. And just look, as they say, yes, I have a lot of gay friends. I've known a lot of gay friends over the decades, I'll say, but I view people as people. I don't care what your sexual orientation is. That doesn't bother me. It never has. If I like you, I like you, bottom line. And if I don't like you, I'm going to stay away from you. I'm going to remove myself. But yeah, look, those are my babies.
Absolutely.
Those are my
And
babies.
I was listening to the live albums and hearing you sing "You Are My Friend" and all the background parts that "You Make Me Feel" all the way back then, 1976.
Yeah.
What was it like growing up in San Francisco? You started singing at church in the choir?
Yeah. Yeah. I started well, my godmother told my mother that I was singing in the back of the car. And my mother, who loved to sing and who also sang in the church choir, she was the one who really encouraged me. And so growing up singing gospel music, because that was all I could listen to at home, and then progressing into high school and being in the choir class, and then learning, attempting to learn classical music and learning how to sing arias. It just kind of progressed from there. And basically, I've always liked different kinds of music. And so that's what in this this journey that I've had over these decades, I've tried different genres of music. Even though people want to keep me in the dance music box, I refuse to stay there. So,
Well,
that's it.
that was a journey from the choir, the church choir to the Castro. It's some journey, Miss Watts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, those records live forever, and there's new live. I just was listening to a live Sylvester album that I never heard before back in San Francisco. That you all have to know your history and get up on it and listen to them because they built you. You were part of the foundation of this movement. So thank you for real.
That was the Opera House album. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yo, we're on fire that night. Yo, oh my
that was a crazy night. Just absolutely fabulous. Just fabulous.
You were out touring the world. You were young. You all were young. It was a crazy time. The AIDS epidemic was hitting the world, at the queer community, and you were out.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Well, from there, do you go to like every party, every pride, every club, every supermarket, you hear Martha Wash singing somewhere?
At times, I'll hear it in the supermarket. I'll hear something.
You have to, because you have to. While we're talking, everyone, I want people to know the tickets are on sale, and we're gonna go more because all the music, and we're gonna touch it all. If you want tickets, go to publictheater.org for February 14th, Valentine's Day with Miss Martha Wash. And more information, you could go to marthawash.com and stream the music, the new albums, the old albums, every album that there is. You got to make sure you listen to it. How did you two become the Weather Girls? And when you heard It's Raining Men, was that something that you thought like this is going to be a hit? What was your first I mean, it will live forever.
Initially, It's Raining Men. I did not want to record it. Paul Jabara, who wrote, and Paul Jabara and Paul Schaefer, who wrote the song. Schaefer said, I need you to record this song. And I said, you've got to be kidding. He said, no, I need you to record this song. And I said, but nobody's going to buy it. He said, I need you to record this song. I said, okay. So Izor and I went in a couple of days later. We were in Los Angeles and went into the studio, recorded the song roughly in 45 minutes to an hour, and then walked out of the studio and said, okay, Paul, see you later. Bye. And that was it. And he was the one who really promoted the song in the clubs, because he would take the acetate to the DJs in the clubs and ask them, would they play the song? And they would. And excuse me, the club floor would just get packed and they just carry on. And that's basically how It's Raining Men became a hit, long before mainstream radio picked up on it.
Oof, my goodness. Well,
Yeah.
people will be twirling and dipping and doing it to that song for the rest of time. That is just the way that
It's a classic. It's a classic.
it is the classic. It is, and it's been done. You and RuPaul did it. I mean, it's been done and will be done, but there's nothing like the two of your voices in the beginning. So when you decided to go out and be Martha Wash on your own, was it hard after being background singer and then being in a duo of a group, and now you step forward, you're front and center?
It was because I was used to singing with somebody next to me, whether it was Sylvester or Izor Armstead, So yeah, it was for me in the beginning hard, because I'm saying, okay, I'm in front of everybody and there's no one next to me. So I've got to do the best that I can do and give them a show, and it took a little while to get really, I'll say, out there, because I'm more of an introverted person, but over the decades now, it's been a little easier.
Well, this album is so good. Oh my good. You were talking about dance classics and singing on here.
Yeah.
All the albums that are out that you can stream, and then of course Love and Conflict, which is the name of the concert coming on February 14th. Yes. You got to listen to them all. I know you've told the stories a million times, and I've had Darlene Love here talking about music that has been put out not in her name, and but you really changed the law. Is it true that the law and like some of the things what you went through really has benefited singers and artists that are session singers and studio singers forever?
Hopefully, you say that it is the law, but that doesn't necessarily mean people are going to follow the law. But yes, my attorney, Stephen Brown, he argued in court about some particular precedent, and the judge agreed. And so what has come out of that since the 90s is, if an artist records music or does a video, the labeling has to feature the artist. And if you're working with somebody, another artist or whoever, that other person has to be featured as well for labeling purposes. So everybody knows who's who and what their name is and what they're doing.
Well, as Whitney said, everybody knew that was Martha Wash singing on that record. That was not that girl in that was Martha Wash.
Exactly.
So when in your shows, I saw you sing Gonna Make You Sweat and Everybody Dance Now, and you sing everybody, you give people a little that, because your voices, those songs also live forever.
Exactly. They've had other women in the groups and that kind of stuff, but yeah, I still sing them.
Because that's your voice and that's your
it is.
So when you go in and do that session, are those runs, like I was teasing and doing the Everybody Dance Now about, but is that, do you just come up with that? Do you just hear the music in your head? You go in, give a few takes and say, all right, I'll see y'all later, I'm out?
Sometimes, yeah, it can be improvisational, and then other times it can be very structured. So yeah.
Well, thank you, because we love it. We love the music, and and no matter what, everyone loves it and knows it. So, what is a show like with you? What is a Martha Wash? Do you have your band? Do you come out and what do we expect?
I expect you to come have a fun time, enjoyable time. Um, uh, Enjoy the songs that I perform. I'll talk a little bit, but for the most part, I want people to come out and just enjoy themselves and fall in love with the music that I'm doing. You know.
You have been an advocate, and you have been done a lot of inspirational music. Some of your newer albums, like some of the songs you do about peace and about people being together. Why is that a message? I know it's an obvious question, but why is that so important for you to sing songs about love and songs about everyone getting along with one another?
Well, it as far as I'll say the Love and Conflict album, um, I want to say you can't have love without some kind of conflict here and there, depending on what it is, depending on what the situation is. And so, and we know that, or I'm assuming most people know that love is very encompassing. And there's all facets of love, between the romantic and the platonic and the friendship and the parental and the siblings and just all different aspects of love. And with that comes a lot of times conflict or strife. And so it's about how you deal with them, how you go through them yourself. You may hear a song that reflects something that you've been through, or somebody else is going through. And it's just songs that kind of resonate with people, basically. And my feeling is I'd rather work on loving or being able to love as opposed to just hate, because it doesn't get anyone anywhere. Yeah. And sometimes, a lot of times, and I'm the first one that will admit that can be really, really hard.
Yeah.
And so you have to work on yourself as well, and make sure that your thing is together, your thing is straight mentally, and heartfelt. And especially I think with the times that we're going through now and situations that have occurred in the last 6 months.
Yeah.
Even for a couple of days ago, you have to work on trying to be as good as you can.
Absolutely.
And that means me too. But hey, we're all human beings. And I think at the end of the day, we all want to be loved. We want to be accepted for who we are as another human being.
Absolutely. Well, that's what's so moving. That's why I brought up the past in the 70s and what you did, because even in 2025, we're still talking about some of the same things we were talking about 50 years ago. And the past few months and days make people feel very nervous and scared, and they want to be able to love who they love and be accepted to who they are. And sometimes people with your platform and voice make all the difference for us. I know it did back then, and I know it still does now. So thank you.
Yeah. Look, I mean, we're all human beings. We're all different. And I think when we can learn to accept one another, their humanity and who they are, I think the world would be a better place. But that's the thing. It's the acceptance part that a lot of people don't want to deal with. They could if they wanted to, but they don't want to.
Right.
And that's the difference.
Oh, I need to see Miss Martha Wash in person. I need to see her sing. I need a hug. I need a hold. I need a cup of tea. I need a whole catch up with you.
You need a hug, baby.
I need a hug, Miss Wash. Come on. And I know you have some stories about your years that, oh my goodness. If you're listening to us and the sound of our voice right now, please make sure you stream the album Love and Conflict. How did you find these songs? Have you ever written? Do you write? Do people send you music? How did you find them?
Excuse me. People send me music, and a guy by the name of Sammy Bass Boots, writer and producer, he sent me a couple of songs, and I really did like them. They were different from what I was doing. And my man, James Washington, he's always on me about, okay, said I don't know. So that's when I start listening to different music, people sending in different music and stuff. And Sammy sent me some great songs. And I said, you know what? Let's go in this direction. Let's see what happens, because I'm an artist. I want to expand on the music that I present to the fans. And most people know me from being a dance music artist, and that's fine because I was doing it for so many decades and all that stuff. But again, I'm an artist that doesn't like to be put in one particular box. I want to be able to find new music, new areas of music, and just explore and see if it works, and extend myself to the new sounds or create new sounds. And when we put this body of work together, I told Sammy, I think we need love and conflict, because when you listen to the various aspects of love and being in it, how you deal with it, and how you, I guess, kind of feel at the end of the day, listening to these songs and where they touch you. I like to record music that inspires and uplifts people, where they say, yep, I guess I needed to hear that song today. It really, really helped me. And I think that's what it's all about, is being a vehicle for uplifting. And hopefully people will say, yeah, that was it. That was it. It puts a smile on their face, or it makes them really think. And sometimes it go internal and make them think about themselves and what they need to do, or what they're going through and how they're going to deal with it. So I just feel that I have to take you on my journey. I have to take you on my journey as an artist, to let me grow and let me expand. And hopefully you'll like the journey that I'm on.
Oh, I promise you. I guarantee everybody listening, you get a ticket, you stream the album, you're going to like the journey. And to see it live at Joe's Pub, grab a drink, grab a little snack, get your seat, and be ready to get up and have a Valentine's Day night like none other. Martha Wash, Love and Conflict, February 14th, right at the legendary Joe's Pub, right at the Public. And it is going to be a very special night. Tickets are available at publictheater.org. You can go to marthawash.com. You can follow on the social media of it all. You can stay up with everything. And then, let's go to the gym tomorrow and stream Martha Wash's records. And your workout will be done. She's going to make you sweat. Let's go. Let's go.
You'll find something to exercise to.
Look, I had two choices. I was either going to do the run, or I was going to bring out an umbrella. So I was happy that next time you come on, I'm bringing the umbrella, Miss Wash. That's the deal.
Cool.
One day we have to get you out here in Detroit, and you're going to have to do Motor City Pride or something, because the people would love to see Miss Martha
I would
Wash.
look, I would love to. I've got extended family there. I haven't been to Detroit in a few years. I would love to do Detroit Pride. I don't think
Well,
I've ever,
well, let me
or
tell you.
no, it's been many years since I've done Detroit Pride. Many years. Yeah.
Well, my
Yeah.
husband just happens to be the entertainment coordinator, so we may have to have a little.
Director.
I may have to have a little chit chat and email sent your way. So wait, I got you.
Make it work. Make it
I
work.
got you. I got you. From my heart to yours, from 1976 till today, thank you for the love, acceptance, and joy, and sharing that talent with us. You have given the world a gift, and we owe you a debt of gratitude. Thank you for being here.
Look, I appreciate. I'm gonna give you a hug, another hug.
That's my
Okay? I
hug.
appreciate it. I appreciate it so much, and I thank all the fans and stuff that have supported me down through the years. Yeah.
That voice is still there. Get your tickets. Go. That voice is better than ever. Get your tickets. See the show. Thank you. He is the entertainment director, by the way. He's not a coordinator. And thank you all for watching and listening. That yes, everybody, 1990 is a bop. Darius, I did laugh out loud because she is exactly like our neighbor, Miss Gordon. She looks like Miss Gordon. And I laughed and cackled the way I you know what else is her voice that you don't know? You know the song, Strike It Up. Nobody's gonna stop my sound. Strike it up. Your body. Yeah, that's they play it like at basketball games and stuff. That's Martha Wash. So as many of you have said, like Christine said, those songs are your dance songs in high school, or the Cat Daddy said they grew up listening to this woman's voice, or Mike Malpa said she's a classic and a signature talent. And Christine's talking about It's Raining Men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Amen. That's all of that. So, yes, all of that. Christine growing up in Good Vibrations. Is she sing Good Vibrations? Does she? Does she sing Good Vibrations, Adrian? I don't know. I don't know. We're going to find that out. So I got to shout out my sister, Marky Mark. No, I know the song. You got those sweet temptations. It's just a good vibration. Thank you. My sister inspired me for this chat because me and her were talking and we brought up Martha Wash. I don't know where we were, what we were talking about. And then I saw that Martha Wash was coming to Joe's Pub and I was like, I know Martha Wash. We got to have Martha Wash back on the show. So thank you. Thank you, Renee, Snook, or whatever I'm supposed to call you in public. I think that's what I can call you, any name. Renee Snook Nash, is that you, or now I'm giving the full name. So now you gave me the inspiration. So thank you. We'll have to have a party and sing everybody all together with your mom and your brother and just Joyce and Tita and just have a whoop whoop extravaganza. Thank you all so much for being here. I really want to shout out to my friend Marie. Mom, look at Mom saying she loves Sylvester. You know, Mom was out there dipping it and doing it. Mama Rose was out there like, you make me feel mighty real, make me feel mighty real. And I want to shout out to Marie. She says the way you describe your guests and make them feel is priceless. Nobody does it better. I don't know about that, but I really appreciate and really appreciate you, Marie, the comments you give. And my favorite thing to do on this show is to introduce the guests and try to say something. They do so many interviews a year, hundreds of interviews a year. And I think what separates the show and why we get better guests and more good guests is because we want the guests to feel at home. We want them to know we appreciate them. And we don't want it to just be a general conversation. We want it to be like, we are grateful for their time. They could be anywhere and they spend time with me so that you could be there. And holy shnikes, she sang backup on Good Vibrations. Adrian Marie Cologne Garzillo. Where did you pull that out of? We may have to bring her back. Martha Wash, get in here. Miss Gordon. Thank you so much, sisters. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Marie. I love you. Thank you. I love you, sister. I love you, Mom. I love you, I love you, Mike. I love you, Christine. I love you, Lattes. And I love you, Alyssa. I love the Cat Daddies. I love you all. Adrian says she knows her Wahlburgers. With the tater tots at the Wahlburger. And everybody else watching, look at that. Amazing. Yes, Martha's songs got us moving. That's it. Bergenfield Rink. Everybody dance now. Bump, 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 bump. That was a bop. You know, thank you, Alyssa. And Aunt Fran and Grandma and everybody watching at home, I love you all. Thanks for being here. I'll see you next week right here on the Roundtable. Always fun, Cat Daddies. Enriching Thursday night. Next week, another classic, Blast from the Past, Superstar, that will live forever. Debbie Gibson makes her Roundtable debut coming to 54 Below February 7th and 8th. What kind of mess will I get into with her? You'll have to tune in next week and find out. I love you all for being here. I love you. And we're still going to come to your house, Marie. I didn't forget. We're going to take Darius to your house when we're in New Jersey. It's happening. Thank you all for being here. Remember, in this world, it's crazy out here, but there's always more good than there is bad. There's always more love than there is hate. There's always more joy than there is sadness. We just have to be it and look for it. And singing Shake Your Love, Debbie Gibson. Shake your love. Shake, shake, shake your love. Oh, that's a bop. And shake your love. Shake your little self. Right, and do something to make yourself happy this weekend. Enjoy yourself. I think I'm going to see my niece maybe, so I think that will make me happy for sure. And I'll tell you all about it next week. I love you all. You could be anywhere too, and you choose to be here with me, and I never take that for granted. So I'll see you all over. Thanks for checking out the videos. Make sure you watch them over the weekend. Tell a friend. God bless you. Thank you for being here. And we'll get through the next couple of years, I promise you. If we got to do it together, we're all singing Shake Your Love now. Damn it, A. First you gave us freaking good vibrations, and now Shake Your Love. That's it. Get off the show, A. Get off the show. Focus. We'll all make it. Even if we got a band together, we got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. I love you for being here. The best is yet to come. It sure is. See you next time. Thank you, everybody. God bless you. Bye. Where's the button?